say like I walked up to y'all at the club and I had some super baggy clothes on, like
Yeah.
super baggy jeans, and like and like I look like a real kind of dork, but I was like, yo, what's up, girl? Like, hey, can I get you a drink? And like, what would you say? Well, I just want to know, like, if you were in a relationship with like a perfect guy, or we're gonna say this is like your ideal man that you want, in high income, he's faithful, he's everything, would you give up your girls trips, like going out of the country for this guy?
Ooh.
He'll go on trips with you, and like you can like go on trips with him and bring your girls and stuff like that, but like you with like a group of 3 or 4 girls, he's gonna be like, hey, nah, I'm not down with it.
Unfortunately, no, that's
You're
not my perfect guy.
not gonna sacrifice. Yeah, what about you?
I guess I would be willing to have a conversation about it because everything stems from a deeper meaning. So my question would be, well, why do you want me to give up these girls trips? If the reason why you want me to give up these girls trips is because you're insecure and you're jealous, that's a different story. Then technically you wouldn't be my perfect man, because my perfect man is not insecure. He's confident with the woman that he has.
Well, what is a good excuse then?
A good excuse to give him up?
Yeah, I can't think of anything else, so like, so what's a good excuse then?
I don't know. It just depends on
It's basically
the
no then.
why.
It's just kind of no then, right?
I mean, I wouldn't mind because I feel like I'm at the phase where I want a vacation at this point. I've had a lot of girl trips. I've had all these things. I'm about to go on one next month. But I would much rather be with my man.
Yeah, well, you're just 28. Yeah, and how old are you again?
24.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I guess kind of makes sense. What about you though? Like, would you give up the girls trips for for the, we're gonna say, the ideal guy?
So, actually, I forgot to mention, I do have a boyfriend right now, and things are going beautifully great. It is brand new, but I feel like we gotta balance it out. We gotta balance. We gotta talk it out. I'm too old for the bullshit. Like, if
Yeah.
you don't like my friends, like, let's all have brunch, get to know each other. If you're not vibing with them, we can talk about it. But I'm open minded.
But y'all haven't had any conversation about anything like that yet, like
Not
him going
yet.
on a trip or you going on trips or anything. He hasn't brought it up or nothing. How long y'all been talking?
It's a couple months, but I've known him for 3 years, so he has a good, head on his shoulders. And
Did he just get out of a relationship?
Nah.
Oh, uh, I'd be careful then if he's not a relationship guy.
I'm
Don't.
a good lady.
Are you gonna make him into a relationship guy if he's never been in a relationship, though, or if he's not a relationship guy?
I don't want to force anything.
Yeah, see, that's the only thing that I don't know. I'm just a little bit sketched out sometimes when a guy's single for years because he's probably the type that he stays single. Like, I think there's
Yeah.
relationship guys and then there's single guys, and like the guys who usually stay single, it's because, or if they are perceived as single all the time, probably for a reason. It's,
Mm-hmm.
so let's flip it to like peel another layer back. Like no girls trips. What about girls' nights out? Like would you sacrifice going out till 2 3 in the morning with your homegirls to the bar for this guy? I mean, you can go out with him. Y'all can go out all the time together. Y'all can get bottles, and your girlfriends can come, and y'all can do it that way. You can still go to brunch. You can still go do all types of fun day stuff. But he's like, hey, girl, I don't want you going to the club anymore. I'm just not down with that. Would you sacrifice it for him?
So, me personally, when it comes to the club, I can sacrifice it because there's nothing for me at the club. What am I looking for? I have bottles at home. Or at a girls' night, we can get bottles.
Mhm.
We can go to a lounge, maybe. But if my man's not, let me not say comfortable with it, or he wants me to peel back from it, yeah, I don't have to be at the club until 2 a.m., 1 a.m. What's the need?
Mhm.
To hear music?
Mhm.
I have music. Like, I
Yes.
have those things. So
What's it to dance? You just want to dance
I can dance. What Whitney
in
used to
front of the
say,
mirror.
oh, I want to dance with somebody. I can dance at home. I can dance with my homegirl. I can dance in the rain. Like, I just don't need it. So.
Is that why it was raining today? Were you rain dancing?
I
Is
sure was.
Is that what happened?
I
was-
lied.
Guys,
lied.
here in Dallas, it was raining like crazy
It
today. It
was.
makes sense. No. So, what about you? Would you give up? Would you give up the girls' nights out for him?
Absolutely. I already don't really like staying out until 2 a.m. because I'm tired by 9. So
Uh,
there's no.
That's how I feel too. No,
There's
it's
no
horrible.
reason for me to be out at 2 a.m. anyway, so
I
it
hate
really
it.
wouldn't be a stressor for me.
Dude, I fucking hate it now. Like, I literally hate it when
I'm
I go out.
so
It's like as
tired.
soon as you get there, you're like, can I go home?
No, I'm
Yes.
ready
Can I
to
go
go.
home?
Yes.
Who am I gonna piss off if I just walk out right now?
I'm
It's just like
literally ready to
just
go.
thinking really hard about it whenever I'm there. So what about you? Would you give it up for the ideal guy?
Absolutely. I never liked it in the first place.
Okay.
Never was interested. So,
Donnie, what's the third thing? I can't remember. What's the third? Oh, the Instagram. Would y'all put your Instagram on private and like completely like cut off like men on there completely like if you're the type of girl where you have like 1,000 guys follow you, like would you kind of like cut that out completely, like maybe like remove all of them, like basically he's or would you remove all the pic, like he's the type of guy where he's like, I just want you to look extremely loyal on social media, like I want you to have a private profile, don't have all these guys, hitting you up, and no bikini pics. Would y'all take those sacrifices for the ideal guy?
I mean, when it comes to making my account private, I feel like I do that anyway for work. So that's not a problem.
That's good.
The issue at hand is when you're telling me, oh, I can't do X, Y, and Z and make myself look loyal. You can make yourself look like anything. Social media is a perspective.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
it's
what I'm
fake as hell,
saying?
huh?
So my loyalty is when I come to you. You know what I'm saying? And all those social media really isn't like the thing that goes, okay, this person's loyal. I know a lot of people who don't post things and they're cheaters, they're dogs, trash bins. So we would have to discuss that because at the end of the day, I can never control if someone enters my DMs or not.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, so just remove everything, put the profile on
Not,
private.
like you not remove everything, but like say like you have a scandalous picture, like it's an
Mhm.
obvious thirst trap picture.
Mhm.
It's like, babe, take it off.
Right.
It's just like, or like, and please don't post thirst traps again. Like in
Right.
the future, like as you're with me, please don't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, would you do that for him?
Yeah, I mean,
Obviously, you
absolutely.
can't stop every guy from DM. Like, say if you have a profile with like
Right.
3,000 followers, like you can't stop every fucking guy from DMing you.
I
But
mean, absolutely. I think that I already try to do that now because I want to showcase myself as more of a presentable woman. I don't want to showcase myself as, okay, I'm always posting these thirst traps. I want people to actually think and inquire that I have something more than to offer than that, because I feel like people do post those thirst traps because that's what they feel like they have to offer,
yeah.
right? So I wouldn't have an issue with it. I think, again, it's a respect thing, as long as he's not coming from it as a position of, oh, I'm trying to control you.
Mm.
And again, I think the control comes from the insecurity.
Mhm.
So that leads back to, you might not be my perfect man.
So like, but like, as somebody, you got your doctorate. Would you say you really want to lead with that foot? Like, you would really want a guy to like you for that more than anything? I guess kind of more based than your ass picture.
Like me for
For the fact that you're a doctor. Like would you like to lead with that as your leading thing? I guess you could say. Like,
I don't
what's
think
your
it's
leading trait?
necessary. I don't think it's necessary. I think that a lot of women think that those things are the leading traits that attract men, but those aren't necessarily the traits. Like, let's be real. Attraction is a big trait that attracts men. So, do I need to post thirst traps? Not necessarily, but I can still look presentable and attractive and feminine on my profile and attract the right type of man, because the thirst traps aren't necessarily going to attract the man that I want to be with.
No.
That's right.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, I always say you reap what you sow. So if you sit there and you post certain things, and then you get the certain type of guys that chase you, it's like, well, that's what you reap what you sow. Like, and
Yeah.
everybody's always gonna judge you. Like you're always gonna be judged. Like we always judge a book by its cover. Like
Yeah.
we can sit here and deny it all the time, but like say like I walked up to y'all at a club and I had some super baggy clothes on, like
Yeah.
super baggy jeans, and like and like I look like a real kind of dork, but I was like, yo, what's up, girl? Like, hey, can I get you a drink? And like, what would you say?
No, every time.
You'd probably say no. But then like if we go outside and then you like see like a Lamborghini pull up, you might be like, oh shit, like, well, well, you might be a little bit cooler now that I see that you have this nice car. So we always judge a book by a cover, though. Like we want to make ourselves look a certain way, and there's different levels of modesty. So like modesty back in the day was just the way you dressed, just the way you looked, the way you carried yourself, the way you talked to other men in front of your man or whatever. Modesty was a lot of those things. But now, today, with the internet and social media and stuff, we show modesty in many ways. Like showing yourself on the internet, your body, like how accessible you are. Like, I think accessibility is going to be the new beauty over the next decade, because people are going to start being like, fuck this internet shit, fuck having my whole life out here. I want to be inaccessible. And that's going to become very very beautiful over the next day. I'm telling you, like, that's the new, because I already see guys kind of swapping it. I see women swapping it too, where they're looking a lot more for things that aren't based off the internet, because we saw how much fake shit was on there.
Yep.
We're all over it. What about for you though? So would you give up the social media for like the ideal guy?
Absolutely not, because my ideal guy would not even ask that question. Like, I use social media to connect with people for business, to be creative.
We're gonna say that it has nothing to do with business though, because
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
because a lot of women today
Okay.
use for business, but we're gonna say that there's no business ties to it at all. Like you didn't have to use it for that.
I'll still say no because I like social media.
You like social media? You like the
Yeah.
validation?
No, I don't care about that. Like,
Would
I
you
don't
say you're
care.
addicted to social media?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Nah.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.